Hi, this is Mike, Family DIY TV, and today we're going to be cleaning our dryer vent. So when I was a kid, actually, my next door neighbor's dryer lit on fire, and for some reason it's one of those memories that I'll never forget. He actually drug the dryer that was on fire out of his house to protect his house. And our house was connected to their house, so if their house would have went up, our house would have went up. The other thing that makes it really scary is their house was actually gas. So it was a gas dryer, I'm assuming. I doubt it was electric. So he had to somehow disconnect the gas from the dryer while it was on fire and drag it outside. Super crazy, insane now that looking back. As a kid, I just thought it was crazy there was a fire, but now that I know what little bit I know, it's a little even crazier. So you need to clean your dryer vents because you don't want a fire. So to clean your dryer vent, it's actually real simple. You can either hire someone, pay them like a few $100, they'll come out, and they're gonna use this basically the same exact tool. And what this is a dryer cleaning tool. And really what supercharges this is this part. This is a brush. So this brush goes inside the pipe and spins and cleans it. And depending on the length of your pipe, you need to buy the proper length. I just bought the 20-foot one, I believe, and I'll put a link to that down below. I got it on Amazon. All right, so now we're in the basement. The reason why we're in the basement is because that's where my dryer vent comes into the house, up here. And this is where it connects to the dryer, up there. So what I'm gonna do to make it easy is I'm just gonna lay these rods out on the floor so I know the distance that I need to go. And this will avoid me from going too far into the dryer or maybe pushing too hard because I think I had to go further and breaking something. So we laid them out. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, I get measuring tape and measure it, but why use a measuring tape when you could just lay stuff out and do it this way? It makes it easier. I avoid a measuring tape at all costs, and that cost is high. How high? I don't know, you're gonna have to tell me. How high do you think? Leave a comment down below. How high should I avoid the cost of using a measuring tape? Let me know. That makes no sense. Leave me a comment though. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna shove this down inside, and I'm only gonna go one length in. And this fits in pretty good. Already tried it. Now that it's in there, we're just gonna run it around. Then what we're gonna do is we're not gonna tell the wife about this, but we're gonna grab our favorite vacuum cleaner and we're just gonna vacuum this up. Man, that's dusty. All right, now we'll put the dryer back together, and what we're gonna do is we're going to put it on low temperature and we're gonna hit start. And what that's gonna do is that should clear out the line a little bit, all right? Then we're gonna get outside, we're actually gonna put this thing through the line and clean out the rest. Now with that running, there's air being blown out, we're gonna start running this through. And yes, I'm in the middle of building steps. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm just basically putting the rod together based on our predetermined length. All right, the last one, threads and cleaner, whatever you wanna call this thing. The way you connect it to the drill is it actually has this piece. Put it in a drill. And one thing about these new drills, back in the day, you used to have to hold these chucks pretty tight and then run it. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you just basically put it on and then you just take it after you've tightened it and it's tight. No longer do you have to do this and rip your hand apart like back in the day. Nope, you just tighten it down. Now that's never going anywhere. It took me about 6 months after owning this drill to know that. Has a lot of my skin in there. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run this in. Look at all this stuff that came out. There was even a piece of wood in there, all over. So now to finish this up, we are going to go inside and just check a few things. Job's not done yet. All right, so we're gonna come inside. We're actually gonna make sure that our hoses, especially these type of hoses, are okay and still attached. Mine are good. We're gonna check the entire line. Okay, so we're also gonna go downstairs. Make sure that there's no holes we didn't poke through. Everything still looks good. If you don't have this type of dryer vent, I would recommend putting one of these in or getting it installed just as an FYI. They flow better and you can clean them forever. The other thing you want to think about is up here. So when you have to make a really tight turn, sometimes and I didn't put this in, they installed these, which is okay, but you don't wanna, you wanna really be careful with these. If you have that running the entire length, you're gonna really wanna run that drill at a low speed because you can blow right through that, okay? Especially if there's any tight turns or anything like that. So that's why I didn't just throw it in there because I didn't want to, first of all, I didn't want to hit the dryer. Second of all, I didn't want to hit that and blow through it. So I knew when I got to that point where, based on the measurements, what it would be, and I went very, very slow. But you can still go through that. So when you're done, make sure you inspect everything, okay? Now that we're done, we're just gonna reinstall the cap on the outside and finish this whole job up, all right? So I'm Mike from Family DIY TV. Please please leave me a comment. If you have any questions, also leave me a comment down below. And if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't tell Air. Hi, good morning. I didn't use your vacuum.